Well, okay, you had the perfect resume, the perfect interview, and now they're going to offer you the job. Now it's salary negotiation time. Do you know the most important salary to negotiate is the opening wage when you start your new job? And the reason is that every pay raise you get from that point forward, whether it is a pay raise in your current position or a promotion, is generally a percentage increase over your current wage. So the higher you negotiate for your starting wage, the broader and greater are your pay advances moving forward in your career in this current job. So here comes a video that I produced recently on salary negotiations. I think you're going to love it, and that's next. During the interview, the interviewer may ask you how much you want for the job. It's best for you to defer your response until the company presents you a job offer. You might say something like, well, for now, my main priority is ensuring that your company and I are a good fit. Could you explain more about and have something else that you'd like to talk about? And this then should move the conversation in a direction that lends itself to more dialogue about the opportunity. Now, if he insists on you giving him a number, well, then respond with something like, how much does the position typically pay? You see, the main point here is that you should not be the first one to provide a salary figure. You may say one number when the job pays more. And if that occurs, then you will sell yourself short and leave money on the table. Sometimes the salary conversation only takes place when they call to offer you the job. So here are some things that you need to know in order to really negotiate a salary. Okay? So before the interview, you should have done some research to determine the market rate salary range for that type of position in that particular industry in your area. You should prepare a budget also to determine your financial needs and decide before you go into an interview what salary you want to earn, what you need to earn to live on, and what you will be willing to settle for if that's the case. Now, be realistic because entry-level salaries are less negotiable than salaries for mid-level or perhaps executive-level positions. And practice your salary negotiation skills with a friend or during a videoed mock interview session. Never say, well, I need at least X dollars, for example. And don't worry about what your friends are making. The employer certainly isn't. They'll think you have to make a certain amount because your friends make so much money. Never lie about your salary history either, and certainly relax because it's natural to feel embarrassed or uncomfortable, sometimes, discussing salary. There may be other things that you can negotiate along with salary as well, with certain positions like a company vehicle and certain other benefits and so forth. So this will, of course, I would say, depend on the type of job and company with which you are dealing. So now, once you have accepted a job offer and a salary level, be certain to get it in writing. And that's pretty common when the company sends you the official offer letter. It has the salary information in it. You could read chapters or watch hours and hours and hours of video about negotiating salaries. I have narrowed down the top 4 tips to get you started. So I've done the work for you. Ready? Number 1, if you were asked, what are your salary requirements? Summarize the requirements of the position as you understand them, and then ask the interviewer for the normal salary range in his or her company for that type of position. Number 2, if asked, how much did you earn on your last job? Tell the interviewer that you would prefer learning more about the current position before you discuss compensation. and that you are confident that you will be able to reach a mutual agreement about salary at that time. Okay? Number 3, if you're told the salary range for this position is, as an example, $50,000 to $60,000, is that what you were expecting? Tell the interviewer that it does come near what you were expecting, and then offer a range which places the top of the employer's range, follow this, into the bottom of your range. For example, I was thinking in terms of $60,000 to $70,000. Remember, be sure that the range you were thinking about is consistent with what you learned about that market rate for that position. Okay? Number 4, if you're told, for example, the salary is $5,000 per month, try to look neither excited nor disappointed, poker face. Simply repeat the salary, look up as though you were thinking about it, and pause. Don't worry about the silence. Give the employer an opportunity to increase the offer. If the interviewer does not change the offer, then try the response suggested in number 3 mentioned a moment ago about the higher range, right? Their high is in your low, and so on and so forth. The final note in this video is kind of an introduction to benefits that the company might offer. Because in addition to salary, take into consideration the employee benefit plan that might be offered when you evaluate an offer that the company makes. Okay? Many company benefits sometimes can be considered standard, and they can change from company to company, but they also come with the job and are not subject to negotiations. However, an increasing number of employers are offering flexible benefits packages, and those benefits packages can allow employees a variety of choices regarding their benefits. Most entry-level employees can expect a basic benefit package consisting of perhaps maybe health insurance, dental, disability insurance, life insurance, paid vacation time, paid sick days, paid holidays, of course, medical, etc. Now, a more comprehensive benefit package might include some or all of the following: bonuses, child care services, maybe a company car, a cost of living adjustment, maybe a desirable office, education and training programs, expense accounts, tuition assistance for college, flexible work schedules, profit-sharing plans, stock options, and the list can go on and on. So, one other thing I want to share with you about the reason, going back now to not talking about your current salary or your salary history, okay, is that if the interviewer knows that the salary you're coming off from is X amount, he or she may be inclined to offer you something just a little bit above that, when maybe it would have been substantially higher, and they have all this wiggle room. So really try, if you can, to not get lured, if you will, into sharing your salary history. Sometimes they just straight up require it, and you can't get away from it. And sometimes they have ways of finding it doing research. So assume that you, in a situation where you feel that you just have to disclose it, be truthful, lest they find otherwise and then say, well, you lied during the interview, and then you cut yourself out of the opportunity. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and hit that notification bell to be notified of all new videos that come out. And I hope you have the kind of job or career that you want to have.